Alrighty, are we live? I said, are we live? And yes, we are live. Welcome to Brotha Derrick's Wrestle Talk, where we talk about the wrestling. If you enjoy AEW Dynamite, well, come sit a spell. Let's talk about what happened. Chat is open, and you can call in. The number is at the bottom of the screen. So, let's get an opening thing going, and we'll get to it. Now, people always ask me, why do I always make up a song I made and start from scratch? Because the notifications for YouTube always go out late. Now, I just got the notification that we came on right before the song went off. When y'all see me lean over like that, that was me checking the notification. That's why we always start with a song. Some people, you start with a song. That's why I do it, to make sure everybody have a chance to get here. Now, if you're a wrestling fan like me, as much as I appreciate the WWE having WrestleMania on Saturday, having it on Sunday, and then 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. So we had 9 hours of wrestling back to back to back. And I reviewed all 3 shows. One show was on this channel, the Raw, but the WrestleManias is on Brotha Derrick Wrestle Talk. That's a channel. But we got double the views during the Raw last night, so we're going to try it again on this channel and see what happens. Today, we're going to cover AEW. I'm WWE'd out, even though guess what? I'm going to have to do a WWE NXT show. But I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then we got Friday Night SmackDown. And if I decide to cover MLW, that's Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do the MLW. I don't think it's big enough yet. You know, maybe when we get some more followers and if somebody asks for it. But like I said, this is only our 4th show. So, you know, we still pretty new. People don't even know about us yet. So hopefully people will find out about us and they'll actually call in. The number's on the screen, 443-461-4518. If anybody would like to call in and discuss wrestling with somebody who's been watching it since October of 1982. You got a lot of young guys on here. They only know about the current wrestling. I'm talking about the real wrestling. I've been alive for all 32 WrestleManias. I remember when the wrestling was good. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Rocky Johnson, Don Morocco, Pedro Morales. You understand what I'm saying? The good wrestling. If you want to switch to WCW or the NWA, I remember Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Jay Youngblood, The Barbarian, Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express, Mark Callows, The Undertaker. Y'all know him as The Undertaker. I know him as Mean Mark Callows. Sid Vicious, Tully Blanchard. You see his daughter Tessa is the Impact World Champion. And he also is managing the chairman of AEW, Sean Spears, which he was in the main event tonight with Cody Rhodes. We'll get to that. The Giant. Y'all know him as the Big Show. Andre the Giant. The Steiner Brothers. I ain't talking about Big Papa Chump. I'm talking about the Steiner Brothers before he got all those pills and all them working out. He looked like, I don't know what Big Papa Dump looked like. But go back and see him as Scott Steiner with the Steiner Brothers. He looked like something then. He like a freak. I don't know what them steroids and done to his body. But anyway, we here to talk about AEW. That's what y'all know. So let's get it. After watching the 2 WrestleManias and watching Monday Night Raw, I was ready for some AEW. Now, they had people in the audience, which I like to see. It was only 5 on 2 sides, but still, there were people in the audience. So give them kudos for that, because WWE won't do that. But they had people in the audience. And I really enjoyed it. Because it was nice to hear sounds other than just the 2 wrestlers and the referee. I know my neighbors were starting to think that I was watching a daggone pornography, the way Edge and Randy Orton was, oh, you know what I'm saying? People downstairs probably thought I was watching some damn pornography. We sitting here watching the wrestling. All that moaning they did, that match is way too long. I'm sorry. I like Edge, but man, that match is way too long. Anyway, we're here to talk about AEW, so let's get to it. We started out with a promo from El Drunko. That's his nickname. Jake the Snake Roberts. He's now known as El Drunko. He started off with another promo talking about how he hoped that Cody don't slip up. Hope that loser don't lose to his opponent tonight, Sean Spears. He's actually, Cody Rhodes and Sean Spears are on the screen right now. He says that he don't want Cody Rhodes to duck out on facing his boy Archer, who's also in the tournament. Here's my thing. If you want to be a champion, why don't you just come on in here and wrestle? Why are you singling out Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes is not the champion. Do you got a problem with his father, Dusty? Why are you so worried about Cody Rhodes, Jake Roberts? I just don't understand it. Do you need Cody Rhodes to put Archer over that bad? You need him to put your boy over that bad. He just can't get in the ring and show us what he got. Seriously, you need to ride his coattails. Because it looked like you desperate, El Drunko. That's just my opinion. But like I said, he told him, don't let this chance slip away so that he can meet his man, Lance Archer, in the finals. So, speaking of Lance Archer, they're calling him Murder Hawk. Lance Archer. Jake the Snake, you gotta get a better name than that, buddy. I'm sorry. That name sucks. Murder Hawk sucks. But anyway, he came in the ring to a guy they didn't even introduce who the heck he was. And Lance Archer just beating this guy with forearm and kicks. Just beating the guy down. Now he threw the guy, they never said his name. I didn't catch his name. They threw him to the ropes. The guy ducked the clothesline from Archer. And he landed 3 blows, 2 kicks, and a punch, and he ran to the ropes, and that was all she wrote. Let me tell you. He gave him an overhead. He had him in the choke slam position and threw him over his head. An overhead choke slam. Just a choke slam and just whoosh, threw him overhead. Almost like a belly to belly. An overhead belly to belly, but from the choke slam position. That was excellent. Then Lance Archer hit his move. It's the blackout. And it looks like a reverse Razor's Edge that Scott Hall used to do his power bomb, but you turned the other way. And he brings you up, and then he drives you down. And he got the 1, 2, 3. Tonight, we got commentary. Tony Schiavone and Chris Jericho. Then we got Britt Baker. Britt Baker against, so number 4 ranked Britt Baker. She went up against number 1 ranked. What is that girl name? What is her name? I know I said it, so I wouldn't forget it. And I still don't see it. Her name is Casita. She's the number 1 ranked member. Now, she's a pretty Japanese girl. I don't know what she's going to do against Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is 260 pounds. I don't know what this little 120-pound Japanese girl going to do. I know what she's going to do. She's going to get a butt kick. They're going to probably try and make the big girl sell for her. But they need to get, if you're going to have that bigger woman the world champion, you need to have a big woman. That Gonzalez woman on NXT, they need to bring her to AEW. They need to pay her whatever you need to pay her and let her get in there. Because she's big too. You need big women. They need to offer Nia Jax some money. It's going to be kind of hard. You have to offer some money because her family, The Rock, the Usos, the Wild Samoan, it's going to be hard to get her away from the WWE. But you need some big women. I hate to even say it, AEW. Tamina Snuka. You got to have somebody that's going to be able to get in there with Nyla Rose. The biggest person you have is Chris Statlander, and she's already lost to Nyla Rose. So you don't have nobody. Big Swole's not going to do it. You don't have anybody. You got a champion and really no contenders. It's believable. I wouldn't pay money to see none of them girls fight her because it's going to be a squash match. They can't beat her. She's double their size and double their weight. What are they going to do? You know, you're going to have to find. Remember in TNA Impact, they had Awesome Kong? They had Awesome Kong, and they had the Japanese woman that did the eat the feet. Because they're going to have a move where your weight don't matter. Because how are you going to explain? They're not even going to be able to pick this woman up. So how are you going to wrestle her? Seriously. You're not going to be able to sit on her. She's just going to stand right on up. There ain't nothing you can do with her. So they put themselves in a conundrum making her the world champion unless she's going to be the world champion for a long time. And if that's the case, people are going to zone out. It's going to be a bathroom break when the ladies championship is defended because nobody's going to believe that any of your contenders can beat this woman. It's bad enough you had a 98-pound woman as champion, like a little schoolgirl. And you actually had this 260-pound woman lay down for her. So I don't know how they're gonna get out of this one. I don't see nobody beating the women's champion. So to me, they're women's wrestling. I'll be honest with you. Unless the Alien in there or Big Swole's in there, I really don't have no desire to watch it. I don't care about no Britt Baker. I don't care about Sheeta. She don't have no personality. It's like, you know, them Japanese girls just smile. They don't know the language. Why would you bring in people who don't know the language? I want to see some American women, or at least some women that speak the English language, and show some personality and make me care about you. Why should I care about you? Seriously. Why should I care about you? And Britt Baker sucks in the ring. You know, she should be a manager instead of trying to be a wrestler. Let her be a manager to somebody. But anyway, let's get back to it. All right. All right. Britt Baker threw Caracita out the ring, and she tricked her into coming back in, and she jumped her. Britt Baker was working on the back, setting up for her submission. And Britt Baker was actually showing off for the hard camera. Billy Gunn was sitting there ringside. And Billy Gunn, she actually did his famouser and then kept looking him in his face like, yeah, sucker, I did your move. What you gonna do about it? So the Japanese girl got back up, landed a kick to the face, and she was looking really good. But she wound up in the submission. Britt Baker had her outside the ring and tried to throw her into the guardrail. She reversed it. And the guy in the crowd wearing a pineapple shirt, he grabbed Britt Baker by the arms and he let Kushida hit her. It was hilarious. That was the best part of the match. I'm being honest with you. That was the best part of the match. So twice she tried to go for the submission, talking about Britt Baker, looking for a submission where she put your hand in the mouth, and twice Kushida got out of it. She had Kushida hanging over the bottom rope she stuck put her mouth on the rope. And she was going to stomp the back of her head and try and knock some of her teeth out, like she did that Japanese girl. And when she ran to the ropes to come back and kick her in the head, Kushida moved. And so they continued on fighting. They continued exchanging punches. And then they exchanged kicks. And Britt Baker seemed to get the better of it. Both ladies were down. Britt Baker came up bloody. I think she got a broken nose. But the match continued. And I already said that. All right, Britt Baker did a sling blade. She went for the mandible claw again, but Kushida made it to the ropes. Both women slugging it out. And Britt Baker got a neck breaker, and she turned it into her finishing move. But Kushida made it to the ropes. So they both were battling. And so Kushida landed her finishing move, which is kind of like a sit-out powerbomb. It's kind of weak, I think, but she won with it, and so she's still number one. Then we had to sit through this long promo video package about Jake Hager and Jon Moxley. Stop trying to tell me that Jake Hager is an MMA fighter. The man got 2 matches. And the 2 guys he was fighting looked like jobbers. When he beat somebody that got some name recognition, come talk to me. When Jake Hager beat somebody with some name recognition in Bellator, talk to me. It looked like he fought 2 jobbers. Now he won, but it looked like he fought 2 jobbers. Okay? Now Jake Hager says that he had a match on May 9th that he's been training since February, but since he's getting a title shot next week against Cody, he putting that on hold. And he's talking about he's going to be the champion of Bellator, and he's going to be the champion of AEW. Keep dreaming. You 2-0. You's a baby. You's a rookie. You think you Brock Lesnar? Think you just going to walk in there? And they're going to give you a title shot? I'm just being honest. I got up and walked away. All you had was Jon Moxley, his coach, his wife, and then they switched to Jon Moxley talking about how he gonna have to go through a war. And man, I don't want to see y'all fight. I don't want to hear you talk. Talk to me right before you fight. I'm not interested. Y'all ain't fighting till next week. Now we went from that package of next week's match between Jon Moxley and Jake Hager. Then we went on to a package with Cody and Shawn Spears. They fighting in the main event, and we'll get to that to move on in the 8-man tournament to determine the new TV champion. Or the TNT champion. It's really the TV title, but we'll call it the TNT championship. I don't know why they didn't make it. Should be a TV championship, and then it should be a mid-card championship. Like the United States title, or the Intercontinental title, or like an MLW. They got the open weight title. Do you see what I'm saying? For guys like Darby Sammy Guevara, they should have championships that they can win. They not championship level, but have a belt that they can fight over. Because they're not going to be fighting for the world title. And if they do, who's going to take them seriously? I'm just being honest. Who's going to take them seriously as a world champion? So give them a championship. But why got to be a TV title or called the NXT? I mean, TNT. I'm the TNT champ. I'm the TNT network champ. That sounds retarded. Why you just can't have I'm the world TV champion? Or I'm the AEW Intercountry champion. You understand what I'm saying? The AEW Continental champion. Or this can't be the AEW USA champion. But to call something at the TV station, suppose you get put off of that. Now, they offered you a 5-year deal. Suppose after the 5th year, they say, get out of here. What you going to do with the TNT championship? Suppose you had to move to Spike TV or something. You going to change the name to the Spike? The AEW Spike TV championship? I mean, seriously. I'm just being honest. Suppose you had to move to TBS. It's going to be now called the TBS championship. Then what about the people that held it when it was called the TNT? Y'all see where I'm going with it? This is a new company starting out. So why would you start out and handcuff yourself like that? So you better stay on TNT. You better not do nothing to get thrown off of there, because it's going to look stupid for you to have the title after a cable television network that you're not on. But anyway, let's get back to it. All right, then you got Michael Torazawa. Him and his best friend, Kenny Omega, even though Kenny Omega is a tag team championship with somebody else, he's fighting with tag team with his partner. They're going up against the best friends. And we get a promo clip where they're in the dressing room talking about how they used to tag together back in Japan. Don't nobody care about what you did in Japan, sir. We don't care about Japanese wrestling, okay? Just so you know, we don't care about Japanese wrestling. How trying to tell us about some Japanese? Who cares? Just honestly, who cares? So Kenny Omega said they need a name for the night. And the dumb Japanese man kept saying, well, we best friends. We should be best friends. Omega says there's already a team called Best Friends, but you already fight them. That's their name. So, aren't you an executive here? Why can't you change the names? So, we supposed to believe that the team they was about to face, along with Orange Cassidy, just happened to walk by. So they come up in the dressing room and they say, oh, we heard what you said. We the best friends. We don't like that. We'll see you in the ring. Now we both believe that they heard them. They just walking by. I heard the Japanese man talking about they should call themselves the best friends and take the name from them. So anyway, that's supposed to give them a reason to fight. So now they come to the ring, and if y'all know Michael Torazawa, he a loser. He come in with lotion. And he keep lotion in his drawers and keep lotion in the corner of the ring. And when you put him in a hole, he take out the lotion and lotion himself up so he can slide out. So he was trading smack chops. And he put lotion on the chest and dared the best friend to smack chop him. And the guy was smack chopping and he wouldn't feel it. And he put some more lotion on and say do it again. And put some more lotion on and say do it again. Finally, the guy said, the heck with it. The best friend just hit him in the mouth. And start kicking the crap out of him. Like I said, we had to sit here and listen to Chris Jericho talk about them tagging together for years in Japan. So you had Sean Spears in the audience. He got a match later on with Cody, but he's in the audience. He's trying to find a tag team partner. That's been his gimmick. He been looking for a tag team partner, and halfway through the match, he bailed on him. Well, he was looking at Michael Tozawa. Why? I don't know. But he kept telling him, come on, Michael, I'm considering you as a tag team partner. Look good. Show me something. So he was yelling that from the audience. They gave us some ambience. So, like I said, you got the best friends, Chucky Taylor and Trent. He don't use the last name Williams anymore. It's just Trent. Trent and Chucky Taylor. Chucky Taylor is like the forgotten one. The real star is Trent. That's the real star. And so I knew they were going to win because they was the real tag team. And Trent fought Kenny Omega last week, remember? And Kenny Omega beat him. So I knew somehow they were going to lose. I knew Kenny Omega and Tozawa was going to lose. And I knew Tozawa was going to take the pinfall. The question is, how will we get there? That's the question. If you watch the show, you know the ending. Just how we going to get there. Watching them change arm drags and flips and diving over the top rope and all the other bullcrap. Y'all know what happened in the Kenny Omega match. Trent and Chucky T actually cleared the ring. And Orange Cassidy came in the ring. And they were going to do the hug. But Kenny Omega and Tozawa came in there and threw them out the ring, and they went to give Orange Cassidy a hug, and he ducked it. So later on in the match, Orange Cassidy was in the ring with Michael Tozawa. Michael Tozawa had actually sprayed lotion in the face of Kenny Omega. He sprayed lotion in the face of the best friends. This ain't easy to look. He sprayed lotion in the faces of the two best friends, and they rolled out the ring. So Orange Cassidy rolled in, and Cassidy had them shades on. Well, he sprayed Cassidy in the face, and Cassidy just took the sunglasses off because did nothing get his eye. And so the guy reached back down to get his lotion again to pull out his trunks and went to spray Orange Cassidy again. He had put a backup pair of sunglasses on. And it still wasn't bothering him. So then Michael swung at him. Orange Cassidy ducked, hit the ropes, and with his hands in his pocket, he did a two-page suicida on Kenny Omega outside the ring with his hands in his pocket. That was the best part of the match for me. Everything else was like whatever. They just exchange moves. And then all these false finishes. And finally, Kenny Omega got thrown into the guardrail. And Chucky T and Trent realized it. And they put their power driver move on. And they pinned Tozawa. And then they gave the people what they wanted. All four of them hugged with Orange Cassidy in the middle. And there you go. Keep it moving. It was a lot of stuff going on here, but y'all know. I'm not going to try and name all these moves because all the moves don't lead to no finish. All these jumping over the top ropes and all them dives, and I never get no pin. Never. I think it's a waste of time. You risking breaking your neck just to do something that look good for a second, and it don't hurt. I'm just saying, it don't hurt. But I can give y'all some of the things. I'm looking at all this, and it's just the same old typical Kenny Omega match. So let's move on to the next one. So now you got Brody Lee, Luke Harper, the leader, the exalted one of the Darky Dork Order, the Dank Order, the Dump Order. What's more boring, the Dank Order or the Aces of Eights? What was more boring? Whatever groups. The group that had Farouk, the Nation of Domination, the biker gang, that they made the feud with him. What else? The one that Drew McIntyre used to be in 3MB. So we got the Dork Order. Once again, you got Brody Lee acting like Vince McMahon, complaining about his men being bums, but that was the purpose. That's the calling card. Are you a fat slob? Are you a nerd? Are you tired of getting walked on? Come join the Dark Order. So you bringing in losers and bums. So why you expect them not to be bums? So he pulled up. Lady opened up the door for him, and he got out the truck. Nice truck. He had a suit on. He had 3 stooges in masks waiting in front of the hideout or clubhouse, whatever they got. They all had masks on. One of them had on a suit and tie. It wasn't a full suit, but he had a dress shirt on and a tie. So he yelled at the other 2 that didn't have a tie on and said, how you think you represent the Dark Order when you look like everybody else? We better than everybody else. So basically, he's trying to take these bums, and he know they bums because they bring in the bums. Remember, it's not that they good. The object of the Dark Order is strength through numbers. So basically, you can have a couple good fighters, or you can have 20 sorry fighters, but 20 sorry fighters eventually can jump on a good fighter. So basically, it's strength in numbers. It's not that none of these guys are going to be the world champion, but you use intimidation, because whoever is going to fight them, sooner or later, they looking out the side of their head, side of their eye, because they know somebody gonna come down there, and there might be 20 of them come down there and jump on them. That's the appeal of the dark, dank order. Okay, I think they should let it go, because I mean it ain't going nowhere. I don't see it going nowhere. But Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, the fat guy, I like them too, but everybody else is whack. And Brody Lee, I'm not really impressed. I'm not. I'm not really impressed by him. But I mean, it's getting old. So we went next to an interview with Britt Baker, who just lost to the Japanese girl. And her face is all bloody, and she talking about, she cheap, and she ain't nasty, and she ain't no good, and she's not a role model like me, because I'm a dentist and a wrestler. You sitting there with a broken nose and your face all bloody. All my blood is out there on the mat. I left all my blood out there. Then she gonna sit there and say, it's a good thing she didn't mess my teeth up. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Even if she did, I'm a dentist. Get Britt Baker off that TV screen. We don't want to see her. She should be a manager. We don't want to see her wrestle. Please, please. We don't want to see you in the ring, honey. We don't. Don't want to see you in the ring. So let's get on. So now we got another interview with Jake Hager. Same old, same old. I'm going to beat John Moxley. I got to do this. Whatever. We just tired of it. So we get an interview with, or should we say a video package with Matt Hardy. I'm going to tell y'all something, okay? Matt Hardy in TNA was funny. This Matt Hardy is whack. Say what you want to say. Vince McMahon didn't want to use him. Didn't want to use the gimmick. When he didn't have any money, and they was with the struggling TNA Impact, it was good. Where is Senor Benjamin? Where is his wife playing the piano? Where is Brother Nero? Where's the son? I hate to admit it, I miss Senor Benjamin. It seems like Matt Hardy has got whack with it. It used to be so cool. He doesn't even have the same sayings. It's like he's not funny. The circle that's inner. The whole ass that is Chris Jericho. Sandy Rivera, the Spanish god. I'm surprised he didn't change that around. But I guarantee you, he's not Latino. And I bet you he doesn't know any Spanish. He talked about everybody in the inner circle, and then he challenged Chris Jericho to come face Final Deletion. He said the elite is going to delete the circle of inner. I'm getting tired of Jeff Hardy. Can I tell you that? I'm getting tired. I mean, we was waiting for him. It was funny in TNA. It's not funny. It wasn't funny when he was in the ring with Jericho. He sounded stupid. I am Damascus. I see Martin Luther King in the third row. What? There's Abraham Lincoln. Like, what the? I'm 3,000 years old. Like, I don't know what happened in the past 2 years, but he was funnier back then. He's not funny. It's like he got more money to play with, but it's like it's not as good. It was funnier back then. It's not as funny. I mean, I'll be patient and see where it's going, but it ain't looking good. Him teleporting and all that. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe it's just me. I'm not feeling it. Like I said, I like them having people in the audience. But for some reason, AEW is not WWE. You can say what you want to say. AEW is not WWE. Now, they had some great shows. This wasn't one of them. And I pretty much was like, yeah. Found myself walking away from the TV. Now, I know some of y'all really enjoy the wrestling, but where was the Cowboy at? Where was the Cowboy Page at? He's interesting. No Sammy Guevara. No MJF. They ain't even have Dustin Rhodes on. Dustin Rhodes would have been funny. I'm just saying. It seemed like they had the also-rans. You had Cody on there. And that was it. Jericho was on commentary. I mean, it was like they had the bums on. I don't want to call Lance Archer a bum. I ain't seen that much of him, but he didn't face nobody. And we get into the other guy that supposed to have been a star. Let's get to it. I'd already covered that. Oh, I forgot to tell you. He said, imagine Jericho trying to recruit Vanguard. He called Vanguard over and told him to bring the shirt that Jericho tried to bribe him with last week. But he came, he had a new Delete shirt on. And so Matt Hardy said, where is the shirt that Chris Jericho tried to bribe you with? And the drone went like R2-D2. And the words came on the screen, and he was like, dumpster fire. It's in the dumpster fire. And he looked over, and there was a tin, and the t-shirt was burning. And he said, the inner circle is going to be a dumpster fire when he get done with it. Whatever. I forgot about that part, and who cares? So, they got this guy named Lee Johnson coming out, the video game music from the 1980s. I'm talking about some old Commodore. I was expecting the Pac-Man music to come on. This was a squash match, and it was the exalted one, Brody Lee. He came out, and he landed a big boot. Now, the guy tried to throw a drop kick and sneak him, but he blocked it. Caught him with a big boot. And he did the sidewalk slam. The sidewalk slam Baron Corbin did when he spin you around and slam you down. He did that to him. And then he did the same thing that Lance Archer did earlier. Except Lance Archer did an overhead throw from the choke slam position. He hooked his arm in on his armpit and took him over with one arm and threw him across the ring. Exact same thing, just a different hook. Then he did his clothesline, and then there you go. There you go. There you go. All right. So then you got the Cody Rhodes match. And it wasn't a bad match, but you seen one Cody match, you're starting to see them all. But let's go. I took some notes here, so let me read my notes. Cody came out with Brandy. And Sean Spears was messing around with Brandy. And he got caught. Cody went for the cutter and got a 2 count out of it because he was paying attention to Brandy Rhodes and not Cody, and he got caught. So, actually, Sean Spears got the advantage. He got Cody outside the ring. He took the steel guardrail, right? He took the covering off and unhooked it from the ground. he laid it across the ring apron. But Cody fought back. And Cody was going to suplex him on the floor. But he reversed it and suplexed Cody on the railing. This match was just a bunch of big spots. You got another spot where Brandy got up on the apron to distract Shawn Spears. And Cody went to hit him, and Shawn Spears got out the way. And he almost hit Brandy. But he didn't. When he turned around, he got caught in the FU. You know the John Cena attitude adjustment? Shawn Spears attitude adjusted him over the top rope. And Kobe landed on the table he had set up earlier. He went right through the table. So it seemed like he wasn't going to make the count to get back in the ring. He got in at the count of 9. Somehow Rhodes got up. And somehow he got the advantage back after about 3 minutes of getting beat up. He got the advantage back. He went up to the top rope for the Charlotte Flair moonsault. And just like Charlotte, he didn't land it. And so, Death Valley Driver, which is Shawn Spears' finishing move, Cody kicked out. Cody fought back and landed 2 of his finishing moves. I can't remember what his finishing move is called. I'm drawing a blank. But it's the reverse neck breaker where he spin you around. He gave him 2 of them. And Shawn Spears kicked out. So Cody Rhodes put the figure 4 on. And this was the dumbest finish ever. I've never seen this before. I've never seen it. In my 40-something years of watching professional wrestling, I've never seen it. He didn't tap out from the figure 4. He just laid down like this. And the referee counted 1, 2, 3. And he was, why he didn't put his shoulder up? I've seen, I think it was Randy Savage pass out from a Ric Flair figure 4. You know, I'm getting old, but I remember that. But seriously? That's the only time I remember somebody getting pinned by the figure 4, not being passed out. I think people pass out from the pain. But that's how Cody Rhodes won with the figure 4. And I guess you could say he was in so much pain that he didn't hear the count. I don't understand. He was right there. He didn't hear 1. She's right next to him. 1, 2, 3. I thought it was stupid. But that's how I ended. Like I said, it was an okay edition of AEW. It ain't nothing to call home and write about. Just a bunch of promo packages about next week's match between Jake Hager and John Moxley, Dean Ambrose. So, like I said, considering what's going on, they had people in the audience. They didn't have no good, I mean, Cody Rhodes was the only good person there. Everybody else was bums. I'm sorry. This was a mid-card. I get the feeling that the Dark probably gonna have more stars on it than it had on this. There was no star power. I understand they had the main event with Spears and Cody, but I wasn't really impressed today. This was an okay episode. It's not a thumbs down, but it's not a thumbs up. It was okay. Jericho on commentary Yeah, he was trying too hard. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Now, I haven't seen NXT, so I'm going to watch that. I'm going to put that on when I get off of here, and I'll do something on that tomorrow for those of y'all that are interested. But let me tell you, it was okay. For those of you that's AEW apologists, but I'd rather watch the Street Profits and Bianca Belair had 3 matches in a row than watch what we saw. We just saw the mid-card, the low to mid-card. I mean, 2 squash matches and a match with Kenny Omega and the Best Friends. Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes was really the only stars on the show. Everybody else, I could have done without. I'm being honest. Seriously. You know, Lance Archer looks good, but he ain't fighting nobody. Everybody look good against a bum. Brody, we waited all that time to see Brody Lee, and I could have waited longer. I mean, he don't move the meter for me. Maybe he do for you. I just don't, you know, they need some big men. You know, you only got you got Jake Hager, and you got Jake Hager, Lance Archer, and Brody Lee. So they got some big men now. Cause I'm tired of these little flippy dudes. You know, dudes look like you can have a shot to beat up if you see them on the street. I'm just being honest. Wait a minute, we got some people in the chat. Sorry about that, I'm not used to it. Dave said 1980s camera quality. Come on, dude, what a joke. Who has 1980s camera quality? What do you mean improve your quality? What's wrong with my quality, Dave 25? What do you mean 1980s camera quality? I'm actually using Echo EK7000 4K camera as my webcam. So this camera is in 4K. So what are you talking about? What's wrong with the quality? I'm asking you seriously. You saying, come on, dude. What do you mean low resolution? We streaming in HD. How's that low resolution? I'm actually using a cell phone to stream with. We're using OBS. We're using 2,700 gigabits a second, or 27 megabit. YouTube asks for 25. I'm giving it 27. So what do you mean improve your quality? I know it's 2020. And I see YouTube is streaming in 480. I'm streaming in 720. What's the problem? This is a talk show. It's not a video show. Do you have any comments on the wrestling? Because I think you're just trolling. That's better than having nothing. The other people have nothing on the screen. Or they had the same pictures. JD had the same pictures on his screen. At least mine changed. BC Amplified don't have anything on the screen. If you want me to keep going, I can keep going. Solar Monster had the same thing on his screen. So how long you been doing a wrestling podcast? This is my 4th one. I did one for Saturday night WrestleMania, Sunday night WrestleMania. I did them on the channel that I designed for it, called Brotha Derrick Wrestle Talk. And then by mistake, I did it on this channel. And I had double the views, so I did it again on this channel. So I got 2 on this channel, 2 on the other channel. So you saying I got the same gifts playing over and over again, we supposed to be talking about the wrestling. Them images is just up there. I'm sure you rather look at that than look at my mug. That's why I'm in the corner, and I got that up there. For those that get bored, they can look over and look at something else. But you saying you do wrestling podcasts. So what else do you do? If you type in the name Brotha Derrick, you're going to see everything from religion to COV coverage to how to improve your neighborhood, how to get along with people on your job, all kinds of things with solutions. Not just telling you what's wrong, but with solutions. I got a long body of work. This is just me having some fun. So you saying that you can't see me? I am right here in the screen. So you saying you would rather see me? Amen. Give me a second here. I got like 8 different scenes. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Without a background. So you don't look right without a background. So let's pull this background up. Oh, we need to tighten that up. Go to filters, chroma key. It look worse. Okay, we need a background. That's all right. Give me an image. Give me 1 second here. Press the screen, press it out, close it. Still got a brighter background. All right, now, oops. Now bring me up. Take me to the top. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Should have got a brighter picture. Hold on, go back in. Give me something brighter. Because I can't get rid of that for some reason. We'll work on that. You want something bright. No, that made it worse. What is wrong with this camera that it won't? Why won't it focus out? Let's try it again. Go to chroma key and default. What about now? No, that made it worse. This is funny. That's weird. I can't get this picture to fix. All right, turn it off. All right, now turn it back on. Now I should have froze. Now deactivate and activate. And it's still the same. Crop pad. And default. Okay, that's the default. Okay. I can't find the balance. I feel like Mr. Miyagi. I can't find the balance, Daniel-san. We definitely gonna have to fix that. So until we do, just go ahead and take out the green screen. So we need to figure out. That made it worse. I took out the green screen. Oh, Lord. Crop pad, chroma key. I like it better when I was smaller. I'm sorry. It looked better when I was smaller. We're going to work on that. Y'all just gave me something to work on. All right, so what if we change scenes? And then let's change scenes. Hold on a sec. Now this is the scene I usually use. So why do I look so much better here, but look terrible with a white background? I don't know. I'll fix it. Let me check the chat. You sure like the troll? And cause there ain't been nobody here, I don't mind you. So don't think that you getting over on somebody because Steve, there's something that you ought to know. There's a reason why there's a championship on my forehead. There's a reason why I'm holding a belt. You are dealing with the retired roast champion. So don't troll me, you will get your feelings hurt. So what's wrong with the microphone? I don't want a microphone that's all bassed up. I can turn the gain up. I can't stand when I play other people's sounds. I gotta turn my subwoofer down because they all bassed up. See, you coming over here trying to put a whole bunch of things. This is a wrestling talk show. This is not a wrestling video show. Do you have anything to say about the WWE? You're trying to insult my setup. Now, you want me to step my game up? There are donation links in the description. Why are you worrying about what kind of mic I'm using? The phone number is on the screen. If you want to call in, you can call in. Oh, wait a minute. You're going to say the call-up setup is trash, aren't you? You're going to say that, right? Fact of the matter is, I enjoy professional wrestling. And I came on here to talk about professional wrestling. Now, you said playing other people's content. Now, one of those clips, did you see their labels? I made sure I cut that out. You hate black people. And? What's your point? Scenes View, never heard of them. You're coming in here talking about what I'm using. Donation links are in the description. You want me to get something? Amazon list is in the suggestion. You can go right to the Amazon list and buy whatever you want me to have. When I do my shows, my followers don't say nothing about my quality. Now we're using Reaper. So I think my microphone quality is pretty good. Personally. You're asking me to go to your podcast. Oh, what do you use? I use OBS Studio. What do you use, sir? May I ask? I'm asking you. This is not a video. This is a podcast. If you want a video, go watch a movie. Now, when I had my Wi-Fi, I was streaming in 2 and 4K. Videos are up. Now go watch them videos and come back and tell me. I think the fact that I'm running OBS on an old Dell and I'm using a ZTE blade from Visible, and yet we live streaming, and the fact that I can run animations when I see people still using a cell phone. Well, Dave, I don't know what part of the sector you from on YouTube, but when I did have my big computer, which is over there broke on the floor, and we were doing 2 and 4K, people didn't give a damn. They cared about the content. That's what they cared about. Are you more worried about how something looks, or are you more worried about what you bring into the people? Because I was one of the first people to actually live stream in 4K. I know in my sector, I was the only person. I'm the only person from the sector I came from that live streamed in 360. I'm the only person I know who actually live stream in 360 and wear a 360 camera on their head. And when I come back in, we actually rewatch the footage from the second camera. I actually like the $15 camera that can't live stream better. Well, you say the microphone is bad. I say, what about your speakers? When I play it back, it don't sound bad to me. So you picking on the quality that I have. Then I say it again. Hit one of them donation links or go up on the Amazon. The wish list is in the description. Go on the wish list and put what you think I should have. Nobody else is complaining but you. So it's bothering you. This is only my 4th wrestling show. But I've caught your ire. All right, Cowpo, I'll let you go 3 times. Now you saying prove the proof. Prove what proof? What do I need to prove, sir? You got over $3,000 invested in your setup. But you over here worried about my setup. Somebody that's new to the game. I didn't say this was 4K. I said I've had videos in 4K. All you gotta do is type in Brotha Derrick. I got 25 channels. It ain't hard to find me. Type in Brotha Derrick. Look for a video that says we in 4K. Now you saying the microphone is bad, you saying the quality is bad, but we here to discuss professional wrestling. I'm not doing video tips for YouTube. Now, like I said, if you want to pump some money into my setup, then go ahead. But nobody else was complaining. In the sector I come from, my show looked better than most. When the people was donating and we had the Wi-Fi, we was streaming in 2 and 4K. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I deleted them or not. I might have. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. Did we save any? I'm trying to think, did we save any? They on the other computer. Yep, I deleted them. Yep. What about the downloads? Nope, we deleted them. Yep, deleted them. You say, I'm not trying to scam you. You keep saying that I should step my game up. I keep trying to tell you that when I did, nobody noticed. I actually got into a feud with a rival YouTuber when he kept telling me when he go on his little cheap cell phone for Metro that it was saying 360. I'm telling him we streaming in 4K. My phone say 360. And I said, well, look, idiot. So if you don't buffer, YouTube always knocks you down 2 places below your screen. So if you have a 720 cell phone, to keep you from buffering, YouTube always defaults you 2 levels below. So if your phone screen is 1080, it's going to bring you down to 480. if your screen ratio is 720, YouTube is going to automatically set you at 360 so you don't buffer. You have to hit the dots and go down to quality and pick the quality you want. When you on the computer, you go to the gear. Most of the time, it'll default you on 720 or it'll default you on 480. He couldn't understand that. We kept getting into it. I kept proving him wrong. People didn't care. He cared. I cared. Nobody else did. That's why we left it alone. You say JD from 206 is better quality than you. JD been doing this for years. This is my 4th wrestling show, my 4th day in a row. Seriously. You saying I look like Super Mario Brothers quality. So what do you use to power your live stream with? I'm asking you, what do you use to power your live stream with? Because see, if we were recording, I could record in 4K and upload. We're doing a live stream. And I'm using a cell phone. But with this cell phone, I can still record in 4K. It's just going to be choppy. I mean, it's going to be choppy. But I can do it. But you keep saying quality. You haven't said nothing about professional wrestling. Or you said Matt Hardy made you. We supposed to be talking about the AEW. You still talking about good audio and video. Do you see the views that JD gets? Do you see the donations that he get when he go live? I'm not getting that. If I ever get to that level, then yes, I will step my game up. But you don't put all your eggs into a basket that hasn't shown you it's going to fly. This is the 4th day. I already have a following. They just don't like wrestling. They like me to talk about life issues. You talking about quality. The people tell me there's nothing wrong with the quality. Now, as far as the webcam can go, that can be fixed. Not a big deal. I'm looking at one. Before I got into the 360, all my cams are 4K. 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 The phone struggles with that 4K camera that I'm using. I'm using a ZTE Blade. This is how we're live streaming. I'm on a phone company that's unlimited, but they limit you to 5 megabit or 5,000. But we only get 2 bars. So I can't even get my full 5,000. I need 4350 to do 2K. When I hit the Comcast, 4350. this phone can't do 4350. It's struggling to do 27. If you see my picture come in and out, it's because it's struggling. I'm looking at it now. It's at 2913, 2844, 2873, 2913, 24 something, 2738, 2838, 2850. It's going up and down. It's not giving me steady. Now, it's nighttime. There should be no congestion on the network, but yet it's still struggling to keep me at a consistent 27. For 720, YouTube and the OBS only want 2500 or 25 megabit. Take 1,000 gigabits to make a megabit. I know you know that. So I'm not even getting the full 5,000 I'm supposed to get. But it's unlimited. The hotspot is unlimited. The hotspot will not run the screen. Now, if I downgrade and do 16 by 900, or if I downgrade and do 1024 by 540, or if I go down to 852, or is it 854? It's 852 or 854 by 480. No problems in the world. But the quality, Now, if I want to, I can use a base of 2K and have it mixed down to 720. But that put more stress on the phone. The people say they don't know the difference. I saw the difference because I could put more stuff on the screen. As much as you talk about not having no quality, I throw a lot of stuff on the screen. When you got a bigger base, you can put more stuff on there. A 2K screen is twice the size of a standard HD screen. But I can take it up and then mix it back down. But now you got the phone mixing it back down to give it to YouTube. Why not just have it just be one? I got news for you. On a good day, I could set this thing, I could set my base at 5K and mix it down. But like I said, it might drop a frame. It might glitch. The encoder might say it's overloaded. Why do you want that stress of live streaming when the people say they don't know the difference? They tell me, that stuff, we don't care. So why are you so focused on something that the people that watch me don't care about? That's what I can't make you understand. I had to learn. When I first came in here, why do I need the date of the show when it's in the thumbnail? The date of the show is in the thumbnail. But that's a good idea. I'm not going to say that's not a good idea. But there you go right there. Wednesday, April the 8th. Tournament quarterfinals. Cody Rhodes versus Sean Spears. It's in the thumbnail and it's in the gifts I showed. See, I take the gifts. I can make my own. I don't need to use somebody else's. I can record my own. They're not hard to make. But if you notice in the gift, that image was there. So it's on the screen and it's in the thumbnail. So I need to put the date there too? Okay. Now you told me something I could use. Now that's something I could use. But you say my quality is bad. I'm not one to watch my own videos, but let's go take a look. Cause see, we could just this is us right here. This is a channel. This is some people making videos about me. Video I did on my e-bike. It only got 164 views. Boo. Let me see if anything pop up with me in 4K. There's another channel. That dude made a lot of videos about me. God darn, get a life. So more people making videos about me. Every one of them videos somebody made about me. That's a channel. That's a channel. These some more videos. All these videos somebody made about me. There's the Brotha Derrick show again. Some more videos somebody made about me. Some more videos somebody made about me. Different people. There's another channel, Spirit of Brotha Derrick. Somebody made another video about me. There's the Brotha Derrick show. Somebody else making the video about me. Somebody else making the video about me. They don't look nothing like me. Another person making the video about me. The Brotha Derrick show, Brotha Derrick Wrestle Talk. And like I told you, WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 2 right there from Saturday and Sunday. New channel I just started. Another channel, Brotha Derrick Shine. Another channel, Brotha Derrick Style. Wonder if I got any 2 or 4K videos on here. Let's take a look. So what are some of the things we cover? Stop the hating bullying on YouTube. Let's get the news. That's a mobile live. I'm stranded at the market. R. Kelly locked up again. World Star. Let's chew the fat and hang out. We styling at the market. Shout out to our soldiers. That's an open topic show. World Star. Super Bowl champs owner getting himself charged. R. Kelly. Sunday sermon. What is a praise dance? Let's find out. Sunday sermon. Watch this, y'all. I can't tell what it is. Self-defense Saturday. Teach self-defense for the ladies. What if Jesus got down off the cross? Then what? Jussie Smollett arrested. Breaking news. Welcome back. Sinister Saturday edition of World Star. Metro PCS phone stress test. Last minute gift ideas for Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day Family Feud. Valentine's Day picks and music. Yeah, we did 3 Valentine's Day videos in the same day. Another school shooting. Did a morning show. Breaking news. I came to warn you. I came to help strengthen you. The devil can't make you do anything. Will Martin Luther King be ashamed of the black race? We came back. Breaking news. Young thugs try to bank a cop and cry when he pulls out a gun and shoots him. I asked about the rape case. No talk of Martin Luther King on YouTube. But Martin Luther King be ashamed of us in 2019. Damn, YouTube blocked my video again. Patriots versus Rams is the Super Bowl. Breaking news: 4 boys aged 12 to 14 charged in rape. I'm playing my old video game. The only game I ever play. We go countrywide with the official YouTube Use Chaser. Welfare food boxes instead of food stamps. Trump was talking about. News from all over the country. We took a look at the movie The Last American Virgin. I'm going to play my game. News from around the country. The Corner. We tested XSplit Broadcaster. YouTube flagged me for nothing. Sexual Family Feud. Victim own, you just don't get it, sir. And this might be a good example. Let me see. Now, if you look, we are in 2K. See that 1440? Let me blow it up. This video is shot in 2K.
Alright, we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't expecting to come back. I was done for the day. But I just watched back the show and I was watching the chat. And Victor Moan was in my chat today.
Now, will the phone play it? Will the phone play it in 1440p? Let's find out. Will the phone play it in 1440p? I don't know. She gonna struggle. Will the phone play it in 1440p? We still waiting? We still waiting?
But I was on the cell phone and I had to
there it is.
My hand on a rod and I was working everything else with the other hand. I couldn't see the chat. So the reason why I'm back is because once again, Victor Moan, and I have no problem with Victor Moan, but you don't listen. You think you know everything. You don't, sir.
So let's
You don't know everything. And I'm going to prove it to you today. You don't know what you think you know. You think you know everything. You don't. I'm going to say it. And this is the last time I'm going to say it. You don't know what you're talking about. You said on your phone.
This look clear to me.
You only see it at 360. If you was an expert or any common sense, you would know that YouTube shreds down the content so that it works on every phone. But you have to literally go into the settings. You got to do that. You didn't know that? If you don't have it on auto is going to let it go as high as the person that made the video or as high as your phone screen or tablet screen would do. If you want a computer, you use the gig. So I'm going to show you. We're going to take this cheap phone. It has a 720 screen. So let's pull it up. The Brotha Derrick Show. Right? When you press the screen, it's 3 little dots there. Can you see it? When you press the little dots, that's what you see. And you can see the quality is at 240, right? So I press quality. And it lets you go up. And I'm up. I took it up to full. I took it up as far as it can go. That's as far as it can go. Okay? Alright? That's as far as it can go. Now, just because it says that doesn't mean it can't go higher, but that's what it's saying, okay? I take this phone. I do the same thing. See the 3 dots? Can y'all see the 3 dots? Hit the 3 dots. They show you your settings. But first, let's log in.
Man, I wish the Wi-Fi. Look at that picture. God darn. Everything
now,
is
you
perfect.
can see automatically. It says 720. That's the quality. That's how it can go. But if you look, you can see. It shows you all the lists. And you can see the check down the bottom that says 720. So, if you're going to use a phone or a tablet, you got to do that first. If you're going to check, because that's the best your phone screen can do. That's the best it can do. That don't mean the video quality ain't higher. That's the best your phone can do. Okay? Now, you don't believe me, but let's go into my video manager. Because I made these videos for you, and I told you to download them or go into a store and put it on a 2K TV. Now, this is the 4K video. Now, I have re-downloaded these. I pulled them down, and I'm going to do what Google told me to do. So you don't believe me, you don't believe OBS, you don't believe YouTube. I guess you're not going to believe Google neither. But let's hit the play button. Let's hit the play button. And if you notice, I'm going to go full screen. Do y'all see in the corner? It says 4K. We'll hit that. Auto, it says 2160 4K. Once again, you scroll up, you see it right there, 2160 4K. I clicked it. It did not change because it's already there. This is 4K.
Oh, we in 4K.
You don't want to believe me. You don't want to believe YouTube. Fine. Fine. Let's back out. Let's go to our 2K video. But see, I'm coming with receipts. You don't know what you're talking about, sir. You don't know what you're talking about. You got people that love you. Sometimes you gotta love somebody that's ignorant. Don't know what the hell they talking about. So, this is the 2K video. And by the way, I'm coming to you in 2K right now.
So we doing 2K right now.
And look. Let's go full screen.
They still giving us the same 43, 44.
Now, you see 42. Now, that says 1440. Scroll up. 144, 240, 360, 480, 720, 1080, 1440. So we're in 2K. And we're in 2K right now. Whether you like it or not. Now, if your phone can't handle it, that's your problem. If your tablet can't handle it, that's your problem. If you don't have a 2K screen, you can see the difference, but you cannot broadcast in it. That's the difference. Now, let's just back out of here because we don't need this anymore. But I'll go back to the live stream screen. I'll come back here, but we don't need it. Because now we're going to minimize this.
See right there.
Okay.
When you understand, nobody cares about 4K. If you want your chat back, just keep doing good content and stop the beef. F the 4K.
All right. Now.
So people are saying.
I'm going to go to video. Open it up. That's not the right one. Where's the real video at? That's the USB drive video. Where's the real video at? There we go. Now I got the two videos I downloaded here. One says 2K Victim Mode. The other one says 4K Victim Mode. All right. Now, pull the OBS up and let's go to window catcher. Just like y'all do on the Hangouts.
Now this dude at the time was streaming in 480. And he was showing the wrestling pay-per-views on his website. I downloaded them.
Matter of fact, it's showing me.
And then re-encoded them.
The screen.
So it's his own video. And he knows it's in 480.
We're gonna go. This is the 4K video. I didn't record the whole video. I just recorded enough.
Alright, we are recording right now. I just watched back my video and I looked and I seen.
Why it's not showing?
Let me minimize.
I don't know if most of y'all know, but if you're trying to look on a cell phone, what you want to do is.
Why is it not showing? What am I doing wrong?
Hold on. 3 little dots, right? On the right hand side, okay? But what you're trying to do, the cell phone ain't gonna help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna minimize that.
You want to check the 3 little dots on the side.
The transform, press the screen. Okay.
So why is it not showing on the screen?
We don't want to see that. We want to see the video. Put the video up. That's not it.
You want to see how
That is the video. Now.
My phone to go as high as 1080.
Why ain't the video showing?
It's the quality of the person making the video is 1080. So you want to do that. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to use cell phone or tablet. If you want a computer,
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Remove that. My bad. I love technology.
like I said, we're recording right now.
I hit the wrong thing. We need
Pull it down.
display catcher. Okay.
Let's start the video.
Now, hit OK.
Now, this is the first video we shot in 4K.
And now, hit minimize for the OBS. And so now y'all should see it in full screen.
Look at the right-hand side.
Can y'all see that in full screen? Can everybody see this in full screen?
See it say 4K right there. It says 4K, right?
Now,
If you click the gear, right there it says auto 2160 4K. So, we are playing this video at 4K.
Sure enough, 4K, 2160.
And you look.
2160.
144, 240, 360, 480.
But that should make it full screen.
Click them on, and so does the other lady. 720, which is the highest my phone can go, so we're going to be at that. You got 1080, you got 1440, which is 2K. You got 2160, which is 4K. Now, I'm going to click it. As you can see, nothing happens. So we're already there.
okay. I got it. I hit the wrong thing. No problem. Back out. I played it in the wrong one. We got to play it. Google says play it in VLC Media Player. All right. Can y'all see it on y'all screen?
Right now.
I need to minimize that.
I just watched that my video and look.
Why did you minimize it?
Waiting for y'all to catch up.
Okay.
I don't know if most of y'all know, but if you're trying to look on a cell phone, what you want to do is look up and tap
Now we got to come back and make this full screen. There we go. Press the screen.
Three little dots, right? On the right hand side, okay? But what we're trying to do is cell phone ain't going to help you.
Now,
You want to check the three little dots on the side, right?
minimize that.
Then you're going to see report quality at, right? Playback speed, right? The quality.
Okay. I'm waiting for y'all to catch up.
Probably
Come on, man. Catch
you
up.
want to see how your phone
All right.
goes.
Oh, trust me, this is the last time, Papa D.
High as 1080.
Hit tools.
It's the quality
Come down here.
of
The codec information. Can y'all see that on your screen?
3840 by 2160.
I'm gonna take a screenshot.
3840 by 2860. So I
That says
heard
3840 by 2160. Can y'all see that on your screen? If y'all can see it on your screen, I ain't got a screenshot. But you see it says 38.
All right. Anyway, like I said, I had to prove the point to that dude. That was just pure luck that I ran into that. I wasn't even looking for it. Can't beat that with a bat. That was just pure luck that I ran into that. All right, now we gotta go back in. YouTube Studio and Studio Classic. Boy, I don't know what I'm gonna do when they get rid of the Classic. I had no idea how to use the Studio. I guess we had to learn. When they get rid of that, I ain't gonna know what to do. I'm gonna be a lost soul. I only know Classic. So, so, like I was saying, you said call into your podcast, you will be the Beetlejuice of the YWC. So you still talking about the screen. When you saw the people in the chat saying, we don't care about that stuff. When I was proving somebody else that was telling me that it's not possible to live stream in 2 or 4K. But yet, I was able to show. I had went on Google and I said, if you want to prove what you're live streaming at, what do you use? They said VLC player. And it does. They'll tell you the codecs and everything. The size, shape, they tell you everything. And I was able to shut the dude up. Dude never said another word after that video. But we supposed to be talking about the wrestling. But instead, you keep talking about quality. As I said, my people don't care about quality. That's a lesson that I learned. And I just gave you an example of how I had to learn. The same way you fussing about quality, people in the chat was fussing. We don't care because they're used to people streaming in 480. They're used to people using cell phones and tablets. They're used to it. So me coming in with this old new fangity fang, they like, we don't care. They don't know the difference. You got people that still stream in portrait and had the black things on both sides. And they still sit there and people sit there and watch it. So how can you get somebody motivated to do these newfangled things when the people that watch them don't care? I had learned it the hard way. You're trying to tell me that the quality isn't. Now you saying you don't like me showing the gifts, but I don't like looking at the same screen all the damn time. So you got two different opinions. You saying spend a lot of money. I don't have to spend a lot of money on a microphone. I could just move my microphone and put it under my mouth like y'all do. But I don't want the microphone in my face while I'm streaming. It's to the side right here and it's fine. I'm looking at the VU meters and I am not in the red. So I'm not distorted. Now I don't need no bassed up microphone. When I watch some YouTubers' videos, I gotta turn down my subwoofer. Because I don't like to hear the all the That to me doesn't sound great. But I can turn the gain up. I can turn the gain up. But as long as you don't hear that after when I speak, that's when I get irritated. I can't stand when somebody talking and they go, hey, that's what I can't stand. I got two 5.1s right here. They cheap 5.1, but they 5.1s. And I can turn up or down anything I want. I got my sound going through my 40-inch right here, and then it comes out to the two subwoofers. I don't use my desktop audio. Everything comes through the microphone. Everything. Now, tried to be like Green Bay Wacky. He said turn the desktop audio up 3/4 of the way, 1/4 of the way, and then turn the microphone 3/4 of the way. The people said they didn't like the way it sounded. So that's why we don't use the desktop audio. We just use one microphone and it does everything. And it runs through the TV and comes back out. So everything is on my HDMI cable. We don't use anything from the computer. I tried the other ways. I ain't like the way it sounds. The people don't like the way it sounds. They like it like this. I only got four videos doing this. Why am I going to change my setup that the people like? because you don't like it when I don't know who you are. I already have a niche. This is a hobby. Why be in somebody's shack amongst hundreds of other people? Because I enjoy professional wrestling. Why not host? This is pleasure. I'm on disability. I'm not trying to make $1 million doing this. I ain't trying to be rich. I just come on here because I enjoy it. But if you want to go back and look at some early videos, I can show you some early videos, and you can't tell me I ain't came a long way. Because I can show you some early videos. Now, you saw me streaming in 2K. You saw me streaming in 4K. We actually can go back on this channel. Let me go to Video Manager. I can show you how far I came. You can say what you want. Maybe you're part of the sector, I'm low budget. But trust me, I'm doing a lot better than the people that's in my sector. I can name on my hand how many people got a better setup than I do. I can count on my hands. And I do have XSplit. It's right here. When we go to the website, I got 2 websites that Google can't control. And when we wanted to go over there and roast somebody, that's where we went. And they couldn't do a darn thing about it. They couldn't do a darn thing about it. Now we going way back. Look at how many, we on the 20th page. We at the 20th page right now. Let me show you where I started from.
Hello, family.
Listen to this.
Brother back with a video. I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet. Look, black women, come home. That's the title of this. Black women, please.
Listen to that audio. You want to talk about some audio? You want to talk about some audio? Check out this video.
If your shirt isn't tucked into your...
Oh, we got commercials? I wasn't commercialized back then. Go ahead. Check this
Hello,
out.
my YouTube family. Hi, this is Brother Derrick.
Gee.
Coming at you. It is
Now, I used to
the
do
25th
slideshows,
of December. Merry Christmas to y'all that celebrate it.
so I didn't have to worry about it.
I don't celebrate it, but I'm not going to hate on those that do. I hope that you and yours are having a blessed Christmas.
2017.
Nobody.
So we did slideshows when we didn't feel like it. But let me show you something. How do we pass it? This video has 1,734 views. Really?
How you doing, fam? This is Brother Derrick. Let me adjust this camera here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my new channel. It's called Fuck Proof Freeman and Fuck Sunshine.
That's why it got
arms.
1,700 views, because I was roasting somebody. And I did that video and I went right back to doing what I normally did. But then when I saw the views, I said, hey, you know, we got to get back.
Good morning, family. This is Brother Derrick. Look, I'm coming at you again.
Now this is when I used to edit
for a simple reason.
On the Audacity.
Let's get to it.
And you had to match up the voices. It ain't matched up right.
Rick Nasheed, you're not as big as you think you are.
I tried.
Rick Nasheed, you probably are the top YouTuber out there.
Like I'm a Chinese man.
What are
you Oh man. We gotta go way back. God darn. We had to go back 20 pages. Oh, you took us way back, so we don't go that far back now. Come on. Come on. All right, go to live streaming. And let me pull the chat up. Anybody still here? So, as I said, somebody said you're going to ruin a person's career. How you going to ruin a person's career? I just showed you where I came from. Look at where I started at. And yet with that, I got 1,700 people to watch that video. So they didn't care how I looked. They didn't care about the hats hanging in the background. They didn't care about the cheap microphone I was using. They didn't care about the old beat up Samsung that I was using. They wanted to hear what I had to say, and that's why they tuned in. And people tune in to hear my opinion. Now, when the people donate, we put it toward the show. Now, we stopped doing the things we were doing, and we went legit and started doing religion and Family Feud and start doing the news instead of talking about people. Which growing up in Baltimore City, I'm good at. Naturally. But that's not what I came here to do. I came here to preach and to teach. And this right here is for pleasure. Now you're trying to say because I want to give my opinions on the wrestling that I gotta stop doing what I'm doing that's working. Maybe not on y'all level, but what I'm doing is fine. I retired as the king of the roast sector. There ain't nobody that can out roast me. But I'm an ordained minister now. I don't think I should be out there calling people names and then trying to get them to come to Christ. But I still enjoy my professional wrestling. And if I want to make a show about professional wrestling, then come debate me on the wrestling. I make many comments. Some of you young bucks, y'all like the people that fly around. Y'all like that luchador crap. Come debate me on that. Because I think it's stupid. Because nobody gets a pin. I ain't never seen nobody get a pin off a tope suicida. When somebody got a pen jumping over the top rope on somebody, they hurt themselves more than they hurt the person they hit. As somebody who, as a young man, started his own neighborhood federation, and I had to go out there and find out the hard way. When you chop somebody in the chest, they don't go down. When you headbutt somebody, they don't go down. When you go to body slam somebody, they don't jump with you like they do on the TV. When you go suplex somebody, they don't jump up in your arms. You got them deadlifting. I found out the hard way. And luckily, I had a submission nobody could get out of. It didn't matter how big you was. I could get you down on the ground and lock on that choke, and that was it. So I know what it's like. So when I'm watching, I gotta pretend hard because I know. I dove on people and they got right back up. I'm body slammed people, they got right back up. I'm belly to belly somebody, they got right back up. But on TV, that's not real life. I really body slammed somebody on the concrete and they got right back up. I'm like, what the hell? That's not what happened on the TV. So we have to pretend. They call it kayfabe. We gotta pretend, you know. If I suplex you, I hit the ground too, so I get hurt too. But I'm sitting there watching people doing suplexes, and instead of them, they sitting there putting you down nicely. You gotta pretend. If it look too fake, I'm gonna call it out. The Hurricanrana is the most simplest move in the world. Who the heck could do that in real life? Seriously. I remember on Mortal Kombat, Sonya had that for her move. You expect to believe that a woman got enough leg strength to leg scissor a man and take him off his feet? Come on, man. Whatever. You have to believe. It's just like watching a movie. You know good and well Sylvester Stallone get beat up when he go on the street. You know good and well. Look what happened to Van Damme. Then Van Damme get beat up in the club. You had to make yourself believe that these people, you really believe Bruce Lee could beat 100 people in the movie? It was real. One of them 100 people would have cracked him back at that. Somebody would have got lucky. But you make yourself believe. You know, you believe that Marco Stunt could really get in the ring and beat somebody he ain't even 100 pounds? We talking about AEW. You expect me to believe that Riho, 98 pounds, look like she go to middle school. Somebody should give her some books and tell her to go out there and gossip in the schoolyard. She supposed to beat up a she-he that's 260 pounds. And she's sitting there arm dragging this daggone. We supposed to believe it. You can talk about gravity and judo all you want. Ain't nowhere in the world she could throw that daggone girl. Ain't nowhere in the world she can do a Hurricanrana. A couple weeks ago, Riho was on Dynamite. She did a back. She did a belly to back on somebody. How? But you have to believe. And so we believe. And so we got to talk about it. This AEW was the sorriest AEW of the year. It was sorry. They had bums on there. Only Cody. Damn. Cody. Kenny Omega wrestled, but he was in a tag team match and he had just beat Trent from the Best Friends. And they wrestled the Best Friends And Trent got his victory back. You knew that before the match started. That's what Michael Cartazaro was there for, to eat the pin. So Trent got his pin back. People complain about the entertainment part of WWE. And they say the AEW is better. And there's some parts it is better. But when I see the Luchadors, oh man, if I see the Lucha Brothers one more time, they got the same match over in the Young Bucks. The same thing. They're going to jump over the top rope, super kick, over the top rope, Hurricanrana, over the top. It gets boring. But, you know, if they did it every once in a while in the match, it'd be okay. But when you got the whole match, I'm tired of seeing somebody stand outside the ring like this, waiting to catch you, just standing there. Come on, man. Seriously. They just stand there waiting to catch you. I get out the way. You got some common sense. So it's kind of hard to watch them matches sometimes. Because it be fake. But y'all are coming over talking about the quality of the show, but you ain't said one thing about my observations. And this what lets me know that y'all trolls. But seeing how there's nobody else over here, because it's a new channel, I'll let you stay. Why not? Why not? Maybe y'all will bring some more trolls for when we do NXT tomorrow. Matter of fact, I could have went on and done NXT. I could have watched it and had the review up. And all the time we've been sitting here talking. But like I said, you're not going to get on me because I used to use that on people. Because you say that my show looks terrible. What do you have on your screen? Matter of fact, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. This dude did so much bragging. Let's go take a look. It won't let me go. That's weird. That's weird. It won't let me go. So let's type it in there. Hey man, let me go over here. Let me do a refresh. You actually distracted the show and I didn't mind. Still doesn't show channel. All right, let's type it in. Dave-25. Bet just a million of them. Hopefully just one. Videos.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dave25 podcast. And today I have some news for you guys regarding All Elite Wrestling and their weekly television show, Dynamite. And apparently, Dynamite will be taped going forward. And AEW is taping matches throughout tonight's or tomorrow night's episode. Because of the coronavirus, and AEW will now be moving television tapings to an undisclosed location for the time being, this
Let's find something else. I'm getting benefit of the doubt. Let's give him benefit of the doubt. All right, maybe that was just one video. Never go by one video. Always look at 2 or 3.
I'm LS Steve, and you're listening to the Dave 25 podcast.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dave 25 podcast, and today I have some huge news for you guys. Roman Reigns is officially out of WrestleMania 36, and he will not be facing Bill Goldberg for the WWE Universal Championship. This news comes out today after the fact that Roman Reigns announced that he does not want to participate in this match because he feels like his immune system has been compromised due to his battle with leukemia. I know it's in remission, as he said, but he said that it still poses a threat to him when he would have to fight off coronavirus.
Okay. You show that nasty ass revolve. You need a damn green screen. I'm sorry. Well, I tell you. First off, you got the microphone in front of your mouth. Are you going to suck on it? Seriously. You got it like you ready to just suck on it. You ready to go to work on it? Your setup is so good, you should be able to have the microphone out the way. Why you gotta have the microphone up under your lips? Number 1. Number 2, God damn, man, come on, man. That room look a damn mess. You got nothing to show that. And number 2, where your personality at? Yeah, I'm saying, Roman Reigns, leukemia, really? You got nerve to talk about me. I have a speech impairment. I do stutter. I talk better than you. His Roman Reigns said he was gonna not wrestle because his leukemia. So what's your problem? What is your problem, sir? I'll be 50 come July. I got 2 kinds of heart failure, 2 stents in my heart, the pacemaker. I got high blood pressure. I got type 2 diabetes. God damn it. I'm more fluid than you is. You got to be natural behind the microphone. Before you worry about what kind of microphone you talking into, you got to be natural. They said Roman Reigns was not going to wrestle. He has leukemia. What the hell? Who the hell was listening to you talk? You were trying to pick on my setup. You sitting there. The first video, you had a picture on the screen, just one picture. And you were streaming in 720. The second video I showed, you were streaming at 1080, 60 frames a second. YouTube automatically took me down to 480 because it knew the cell phone was going to buffer trying to do them 60 frames a second. If you can do 1080 at 60 frames a second, why don't you do 2K at 30 frames a second? 2K at 25 frames a second. See, you talking to me like I don't know nothing. But I'm telling you. You sitting there bragging. You got that souped up microphone, and all I heard was my 2 subwoofers going. That's not comfortable. We're not listening to rap music. When you listen to rap music, you want to hear. When I hear somebody talking, I don't want to hear. Now, if that's what people want to hear, then they need to turn that subwoofer up. Turn it up. But I'm not going to sit there and have somebody blow their phone speaker out. I want to be heard. And I'm natural with what I say. If I'm going to do the news or report on something, I'm not going to stutter over it. You sitting there talking about you didn't have nothing behind you and you showed your room. And if you're going to show your bed in your broadcast, at least put a spread on there. Not no daggone wrinkled up blanket. Put a spread on there. It looks tacky. I use a green screen because people were talking about me having the hats on the wall. And somebody said you should get a green screen. And they paid for me to get one. They didn't just say it, they paid for it. Now you saying that I shouldn't listen to the fans. They're the people that watch. If they watch and donate and they say they don't care, it still irks me to the day. We sitting here right now. I can stop this screen and I can come back in 2K. But it would stutter. Especially when we tried to play a video. If I didn't play any videos or anything, if I didn't show any news clips, if I didn't do any animations, if all I did was just come here and just talk, I could stream in 2K with no problem. But the problem is, we run animations. But you talking about improving the microphone, the people tell me my microphone too loud. And it's sitting right here. You know, I can be like y'all. Yes, Roman Reigns will not be at WrestleMania today because of his leukemia. He has a compromised condition. Now, I understand that because I have several compromising conditions. And I wouldn't be at WrestleMania either. They can keep that title. I ain't trying to die for no COVID-19. I'm not trying to die from no COVID. Maybe you is. Shoot. He can always win the championship. You give it to somebody else. Or let Goldberg keep it. Let him do that weak spear. And let him try and struggle to get somebody up. Give him somebody like a Daniel Bryan. Somebody lightweight. Somebody that don't have no behind. Let the old man get him up and get the jackhammer and let him go home. And then let him come back and lose it to Roman Reigns when this COD thing is over. That's what I would have done. But instead, they gave it to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman can't wrestle his way out of a paper bag if you put a hole in it and gave him a magnifying glass. He still couldn't find his way out the daggone hole. He can't wrestle. Oh, he can run. He can run around the ring and do that shoulder block. That man got 3 moves. The splash in the corner. He got, when he take you and punch you in your chest and knock you to the ground. And he got that whack Steve Dr. Death Williams power slam. Davey Boy Smith from the British Bulldogs. They do it better than he do. He looks sorry. They look like they want to drive you into the canvas. Especially Dr. Death Steve Williams. The way he do it, man, he look like that. It looked like he should do that move, but somebody should get up and say, what else you gonna do, man? Somebody should get up and say, what else you gonna do? This all you got, buddy? This all you got, buddy? I thought you was gonna give me them hands. They gave it to a damn Braun Strowman. So if you want me to get up on the microphone and talk like this and just blow the daggone speakers out. That's what you want. I want to talk natural, and I want to look at the people. I don't want to look like I'm about to perform oral sex on the microphone. Now, like I said, to each his own. Somebody think I'm wrong. Somebody come in here and tell me I'm wrong. Somebody want to go head to head, come on in. I want to be all up on the microphone for what? Come here. I want to be all up on the microphone for. Sometimes I break the keyboard out, and we be composing music. How am I have the keyboard sitting here and the microphone sitting here at the same time? Because to bring the keyboard here, I got to go back to the wall. Back to the wall. We're going back to the wall. I got to come right back into the wall, had the keyboard sitting here, and I had the microphone sitting here banging my face on it while I'm playing. Bang. No. No, thank you. You sitting there talking about, I be the Beetlejuice of the YWC. I say it again. I've been watching wrestling before you was born. I've been watching wrestling before your parents met. What could you tell me about professional wrestling, young man? What could you tell me about professional wrestling? Seriously. When I was a young man, I used to work. I used to mow lawns, clean people's attics out, clean their back porches off. Do you know why? To buy my wrestling books. Inside Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and The Wrestler. I used to buy all 3 magazines every month. Until computers became mainstream, I only knew Tommy the Bitch Rich, Buzz Sawyer. Because if they didn't come through WWF, I ain't know who they was. I knew about World Class. I went 10 years without ever seeing a World Class card. But I sure knew Iceman King Parsons. I knew the Von Erich boys. I knew Michael Hayes and Bad Street in Atlanta, GA. Terry Gordy, Missy Hyatt, One Man Gang. Had never seen them wrestle. I never saw One Man Gang wrestle until he came to the WWE and became our King of the American Dream. Remember? Y'all don't know. Y'all got the internet. We didn't have that. I was born in 70. We didn't have the internet. And when it did come out, it wasn't accessible to us in the inner city. The internet was something that people in the suburbs had. We didn't even get cable until 1985. We had United Artists Cable. You can Google it. Baltimore City. I saw the first WrestleMania. I saw the second WrestleMania. WrestleMania 3 was my favorite. Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. And I think Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and the Macho Man Randy Savage. That to me was the best WrestleMania ever. When Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and body slammed him and dropped that leg on him. Man, you talk about a party we had that night. Y'all had that nowadays. What kind of party did y'all have when Braun Strowman? Did anybody even care? We was out there dancing in the street. We couldn't wait to get to school the next day so we could talk about it with our classmates. Y'all don't have that nowadays. You can come talk about the real wrestling. When y'all hear Jim Cornette whining on his podcast, he's talking about the good old days when somebody would beat you up for talking about their wrestler. When they were like gods. They were like football players and like Michael Jordan, and now they jokes. What the heck is a Seth Rollins? I think I could beat up Seth Rollins, please. We don't have no heroes. What happened to men like Jimmy Superfly Snooker? What happened to real men like Polish Power Ivan Putski? What happened to the real wrestlers? What happened to Jay Youngblood? The Anderson brothers? What happened to the good wrestling? Now everybody all on the internet and they got tweets and you can't even pretend, and the make-believe is gone. They used to be bigger than life stars. I was a Hulkamaniac. When I went to the Baltimore Arena, it used to be called the Baltimore Civic Center, I saw Bob Backlund win the championship from superstar Billy Graham. I had won tickets for an essay contest, and I won tickets to the wrestling match. That was my first wrestling match. And I saw Bob Backlund versus superstar Billy Graham. I'll never forget it. I saw superstar Billy Graham against The Rock's father, Soul Man Rocky Johnson. And when he came back the second time, the first time he was more like Hulk Hogan. When he came back the second time, he was the Karate Man. And he was thrusting and chopping everybody and choking them. And I was so afraid for Rocky Johnson. But when Billy Graham got in the ring, Rocky Soul Man Johnson gave him a thrust to the throat. He wouldn't get back in the ring. I was so happy. I remember when Bob Backlund had to fight Big John Studd. And I saw him down at the arena. And I was so afraid for Bob. And Bob Backlund was afraid. He was doing his promos talking about the man is 6'10", 380 pounds. I'm not even 6 feet. I'm barely 200 pounds. Bob Backlund got in there and kicked his butt though. That's the good old days, boy. Where do you have that at now? We got to sit here and watch Rey Mysterio and Andrade. We got to watch Garza throw pants in somebody's face. Really? The closest thing we got is Keith Lee, and because he black, they ain't going to give him a push. Listen, man ain't going to push that man. But that's a man's man. He ain't going to push him. He going to make him look silly or make him act sissy. Like Big E. Big E should be a star in WWE, but they got him making homosexual jokes instead of letting him be somebody. I just don't understand the wrestling today. But this is what we had. I remember the old days. And I hope there are other people out there that remember when the wrestling was good. I watched the AEW tonight, and it's okay. I'll be honest with you, it's okay. I hate to say it. I enjoy the NWA Power more than I enjoy the other wrestlers. And they don't even wrestle that much. But I just enjoy the storylines. You get to meet the people. And they seem realistic. They don't sit there and make you have to believe that Marco Stunt is throwing around 300-pound men. They don't sit there and have you believe that somebody going to sit there and let the Lucha Brothers run the top rope and jump on them. They don't get out the daggone way. I mean, they will literally run down like they're on a tight rope in the daggone circus. And you're going to stand there and let them jump on you. I mean, keep it real. I'm just saying. And see, the stuff I say, you would love to come in here and say something, but you can't. Because you know I'm telling the truth. I happened to catch Impact. And you had this dude with a sucker in his mouth. And he wrestled Ken Shamrock. Now, Ken Shamrock is one of the greatest shoot fighters in history. You know, until more muscular people got into it, he was one of the greatest. He couldn't beat the Gracie, though, but they had him in a match with somebody named Ron something. He looked just like one of them old detectives out of one of them old Dick Tracy movies. Hair on his chest. And he had a lollipop that he took from his mouth and put it down his trunks. And then took it back out and put it in his mouth. And he sat there and was trying to get Ken Shamrock to grab his nuts. And when he caught Shamrock's hand in his nuts, he flipped Ken Shamrock with his nuts. Ken Shamrock actually did the penis flip. You got one of the greatest shoot fighters in the world in there pretending to let himself be thrown by a man's penis. This is the kind of wrestling that they putting out today. That's why I come on to point that out. You sat there and had Hell in a Cell last year. You had Seth Rollins and The Fiend. Seth Rollins hit The Fiend with everything but the kitchen sink. Hit that man with everything. Piled stuff on top of him and couldn't pin him. You had Daniel Bryan hit his flying knee and couldn't pin The Fiend. But Goldberg hit him with a spear and a weak jack. It wasn't even a jackhammer. I don't know what you. He couldn't even. He wound up putting them down, and we sat there, and The Fiend had to lay there. No, good and well. But this is what you want us to believe. Both title matches were nothing but finishing moves. Goldberg did 4 spears, I'm sorry. Braun Strowman did 3 power slams and got the 1, 2, 3. People were kicking out the finishing moves. When you hit a finishing move, that's it. They don't even protect the finishing moves. You sit there and you had Drew kick Brock Lesnar. Drew McIntyre gave him his finishing move at the beginning of the match, and Brock Lesnar kicked out. Not only did he kick out, he gave him 3 belly-to-back suplexes. Gave him 4 F5s. And he kicked out of all of them. And then he did 3. It took 3 Claymore kicks. 1 supposed to take you out. It took 3. So he did 4 in the whole match. And Brock Lesnar stayed down there on the ground. He got hit with 3 in a row. But yet the black mask is supposed to be the kick that knocked you out. Like the Claymore kick. Or like the RKO. Brock Lesnar was laid out in the ring and McIntyre was on the ropes and it was going off. He didn't move. But yet, Bobby Lashley got hit with the black mask. And they counted 1, 2, 3, and then he put his shoulder up. And then he sat there and got up. And he supposed to be knocked out. He got hit with the finishing move. Why he not knocked out? Why he not? He got right up. He didn't hit him with two of them. He hit him with one. He didn't hit him with three of them. He hit him with one. And he got right back up. Like it was nothing. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with this. Be consistent. Why is it that Randy Orton can hit an RKO and somebody lay on the ground for 5 minutes and no move, but yet he snuck Edge and gave him an RKO and Edge got up at the count of 9? Somebody talk to me. Come explain. He ain't hit people out of nowhere with the RKO and they on the ground knocked out. He hit Edge with it and Edge got up at the count of 9. I'm listening. I ain't seen people get hit with the Stone Cold Stunner and hardly even sell it. But yet, Seth Rollins got hit with it and he laid down there like he was dead. Somebody talk to him. These are the things that if you watch professional wrestling, you notice. Somebody explain to me why you let Ronda Rousey come in and destroy every woman on your roster. Every woman. Then she loses to Becky Lynch. And her shoulder's not even down for the 3 count. But you take the title from her. You knew that Ronda Rousey wanted to go have a baby. You didn't build not one wrestler for Becky Lynch to feud with. We sick of seeing Becky Lynch feud with Charlotte Flair. We sick of it. Wasn't nobody going to believe that Bayley was going to beat Becky Lynch. You made Amber Moon a jobber. You made every woman on that list a jobber. You made them all a jobber. Then you got a little girl, Alexa Bliss, with 5 championship reigns and 2 tag team championship reigns. But you won't let a Dana Brooke get a reign. I was surprised they gave Naomi a reign. At least Naomi's athletic. That athletic stuff don't hurt. That's the problem. But at least they gave her a reign. You gave Carmella a reign. But you won't give Kai Zane. You make her like a daggone fool. She's a former NXT champion. You make her look like a fool. They made Asuka. Asuka was the most dominant woman. WWE made her lose the Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania and then made her a joke. Then they let her win the championship and then she lost it. She actually beat Becky Lynch at the Royal Rumble last year and then sat there and lost it to Charlotte. Charlotte got 11 title reigns between SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. She has 11 title reigns and ain't held the championship for no length of time in between any one of them. Sasha Banks, former NXT Women's Champion. She ain't held the daggone Raw Championship 4 times, I believe. I think she won them all from Charlotte. She like 4 Charlotte's reigns. They were just trading it back. Every pay-per-view, Vince McMahon would have Charlotte win it back. Charlotte got the best WrestleMania record. But she can't keep the championship. So how can you brag? Okay, you won it 11 times, but you ain't kept it. Bayley is the longest reigning SmackDown champion. She's only had it for 190 days. That's your longest champion? When they had the Divas Championship, in order for Nikki Bella to beat AJ Lee record, she had to go 500 and something days. Bayley is the longest SmackDown. They've been passing the SmackDown championship around like a hot damn potato. 190 days is a record. When I used to watch wrestling, Bob Backlund had the WWF title for almost 5 years. I think Bruno Sammartino kept the belt for like 7. I know Ric Flair was the champion for like 4 years straight at one of his reigns. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When you want to talk real wrestling, this is the place to come talk. Because I'll gladly debate with you. I'll gladly reminisce. Because I guarantee you, there's a lot that I've forgotten. And when you talk to other people, they remind you of what you forgot. So that's why I started covering the wrestling. Because I enjoy talking about it. So if this show takes off, great. And if it don't take off, oh well. I still get to come here and speak my mind, and maybe some young people will come across it years from now. And they can learn how it was when the wrestling was good. When Vince McMahon had his ear to the ground and he knew what the people wanted, instead of him just doing what he wanted to do. Got a man coming in here and didn't talk now one thing about wrestling, but came in here and talked about my setup. That was all he could do. Come in here and challenge me on what I got to say. Try that. Come in here and challenge me. Because your setup, I didn't see nothing to make my eyes pop. You sitting there and showing that nasty looking room. I would be embarrassed to come on there and have that in my background. So you making fun of the green screen. But I wanted a picture of a wrestling ring with the turnbuckles in it. And it's hard to find one that's dark. But you see the pictures that I have behind me now. I don't look so bad, do I? Now, like I said, when I get the stimulus package, I'm going to pay off. If I don't move, I'm going to pay off the Wi-Fi and get it back. But this man is telling me that I'm showing gifts when he's showing his nasty looking room. He put $3,000 into a setup, but he's showing that nasty looking room. You still living in mama and daddy house, and you coming to tell a man how he should run his show. and you wonder what's wrong with the youth today. But when I showed him that we did broadcast in 3 and 4K, actually we have done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8K. I got videos. I don't know if they still up. But yes, we have. I used to play my Nintendo 64 games, and we had them up. I didn't say Xbox. I didn't say PlayStation. I said we had our Sega Genesis, Sega CD, and Nintendo 64 games. When I used to have my little gaming channel, we used to have them. We were broadcasting in 2 and 4K. Those games wasn't made in 2 and 4K, but we were streaming it. Matter of fact, I might not even, I was gonna move. I might not even move. I might get a computer and get the Wi-Fi back on. I might get a Optiplex 9020. If I can get an Optiplex 9020, that's gonna easily do what I need to do. I think a 7020 would do it. But the fact that we stream with a cell phone for $40 a month, but it would be nice. But if we get the Wi-Fi back on, I don't need this visible, because Metro PCS actually works better in my area than Verizon does. Now, if we had a Verizon tower nearby here, it wouldn't be no problem to do 2K. It's struggling to do 720. And it irks me every day, because I be so tempted to go back up, but I know it's going to be problems. And see, what people don't realize, if all you do is just sit there and show your room, then we can do that. But people come and bring their links for news videos that they want to share. And that means you got to have bandwidth to run those videos. You made fun of my gifts, but you made fun of them, but you didn't ask me about the track that we play. That's my version of the NWO Wolfpack song. That's an original composition. You didn't ask me about that. And the fact that I put a song on with animations. If we're talking about the COV, I got animations for it. Or gifs for it. I call them animations. Y'all call them gifs. If something animate across the screen, to me, it's a gift. Now, like I said, I got my Bluetooth speaker here. And it ain't nothing but an old car speaker, but it works pretty well. You know, I might not be using... I got Discord. I don't like it. I don't like Discord. It's too intrusive. The minute you restart the computer, it starts itself up. I don't like that. You taking computer bandwidth and power away from what I'm trying to do, and I'm not even using it. But I got it. All I gotta do is just re-download it. I got it sitting to the side. It's on the memory. Just gotta re-download it. It's right there in downloads. But like I said, we got XSplit. I think I was the first person in my sector to broadcast an XSplit in 2K. I got videos up. I don't look for them. It said, we in XSplit in 2K. I think that's how I wore that computer down, running the live streams and daggone 2K. We the first to live stream in 360 consistently. And we do. It's been a hassle too. It's been a hassle. But this is the camera that we use. This is the camera that we use to live stream in. See the camera on the back? See the camera on the front. We use this camera to live stream in 360. But also, on the top of my head, why am I not saying it? Where did I move it to? Where did I move the other camera? Where is the $25 camera? This is a 360-degree camera. It's called the Instant Air. Well, where's the other one? I don't see it. Well, why is it not here? Where did I move it to? Did it fall? Is it on the floor? Please don't tell me it fell on the floor. Oh, it might have fell on the floor. But that's one thing I'll never let nobody see. You don't need to see. Because I don't want nobody making no videos talking about how my place look. That's why I use green screen. If you talking about your green screen don't look that good, you know, maybe that camera is not set up properly for that green screen. Maybe that camera put too much stress on my system. But that camera is a 4K camera. And it's in 4K. Now, we might be live streaming in 720, but that camera settings is at 4K. And as I said, all the cameras that we have, because before we switched to 360, all the cameras are 4K cameras. Now, do we have the best? No, we don't. But I got the best that the people will pay for. I can't tell somebody what they're going to pay for. Now, because of the COV, I don't go out much. But I haven't been out much in the past 2 weeks, but I've been out. Let me see. This is
instead of blocking the microphone, I put stuff on either side of it to help keep the wind off the microphone so that you can still hear. Yeah, this was a shortcut. One more day, y'all. That was a nice little shortcut. That was coming around Broadway. I wish I could just wait and get it.
But that's just one video. We got a lot of them. We do a lot of mobile lives. But with the COV, I ain't trying to catch it. But here's another run. Hey, you gonna put a commercial on me? You know you wrong for this. You know you wrong. I ain't mad at you, but you know you wrong. Come on. Skip ads. Now this is when I had it at the back. But you can see you just spin it around. And you can see everything. Oops. Hey. But I like the $15 camera. This is the $70 camera. I think me and Who Am I went half and half on that. And we got that. That's a $70 camera. It's a phone and a camera together. And before you talk about the quality, remember I told you 5,000 gigabytes or 5 megabyte 4K needs 19 to 24 gigabyte if you're going to use a cell phone. Google that. I told you there's a limit at Visible. Once again, you can Google it, of 5. And I don't get the 5. 5 or 5,000. So I should be able to stream at 43 or 4.3. They won't let us do it. Then I can't show anything. I can stream it, but we can't show nothing. Every time we go to show something, it ain't gonna work. Now we were still trying to learn how to use. This OBS thing. We go to our old friend here, Windows Media Player. That's really screen capture or full monitor capture. If you're using StreamYard, you call it window capture, depending on what you're using. Now, when that's on, you get to see everything. So now we go to desktop, we go to action cam test. Because we did. These are action cams I just showed you. So what was the last thing we did? What was the last thing we did? Oh yeah, going to the church. So let's show us coming back. I like this camera better.
Can you hear the wind noise? Remember, instead of blocking the microphone, I put stuff on either side of it to help keep the wind off the microphone so that you can still hear.
But that's a good question though. Where did the camera go? I'm dead serious. Where did the camera go? Hold on a sec. Where did the camera go?
We home now. We almost there, y'all. That was a nice little shortcut. Forever. Y'all been coming around Broadway. I wish I could this way in the beginning.
That's the helmet you see right there. And if you look right there in the left-hand corner, you see it right there. But you can't see the camera.
Y'all know we always ride the street.
So we're gonna charge this up. Matter of fact,
That must have been the end of the plane. How y'all doing? Got enough flights on that phone. Huh? Got enough flavors on that. Yeah, I don't want to get hit. Yes, sir.
but let's look at. I don't think I've ever shown this trip before. Let's get moving. The front is in the center, and the back is the left two cameras.
Other person gonna turn right here. Come on, you know you gonna turn. We know you gonna turn, so come on, sir. You ain't gonna let me go.
Now you notice I ain't got the helmet on. That's why I went back to the helmet. I don't like that view. I like to have it on top of my head. So alrighty. Like I said, you got people that came over here and was talking trash. Then we go look at that show and $3,000 into your setup, but yet you looking at your raggedy room in your mama house. Yeah, day 25. Whatever, sir. I take my setup over there any day. $3,000 for your setup, but you won't get your own damn place. So you can have a place to put your setup. You streaming in 1060 at 60 frames a second. I'm using a cell phone to live stream with. They'll tell you. Always use a plugged in. Use an Ethernet cord. Even if you got Wi-Fi, Comcast, Infinity, you don't want to use over the air. You want to use plugged in. Because the hotspot over the air is really unreliable. But we're using USB tethering that's plugged in. But we get to run all those things. We get to run all those things off a cell phone. I take that same cell phone. I put it in a pouch that I got tied to my backpack. And we will use it to power this. For 4K, this will only go up to, and it actually does higher. This camera does higher, because 4K is considered 3840 by 2160. This does 4096. So it needs 24 bits or 24,000 kilobytes for the hotspot. And Telegram is considered hotspot too. I didn't know that, or I wouldn't have got it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have got it if I'd known that. Seriously. If I would have known that's what it was, I would not have got it. I'm dead serious. If I would have known that's what it was, I would not have got it. But I tell you this, and I say it to you with a straight face. That video that I showed you a minute ago, that's shot at less. That's shot at 720. But when you show it like that, it looks clear as a bell. So both 360-degree cameras. Now, I can up this one. I got a 64 gigabyte memory card in here. But if I take it to the lower setting, I can record for 7 hours. But if I do 4K, I can only record for a little less than 2 hours. So that's why I got the setting lower, because it'll go longer on the battery. But I could do it in 4K, because I'm playing it on the computer. I'm not playing it with the phone. I can record it in 4K, but then it's only going, the battery will last an hour, and it ain't the kind you can keep plugged up. I can keep this plugged up and keep going. I can keep this plugged up and keep going. But this one, when the battery died, it died. Then you gotta charge it. So much as I enjoy the picture with this one, if I'm going somewhere long distance, I need this one. But the phone, because of the limitations on the bit rate, won't let me do 4K or 2K with this. I can do 2K, but it's gonna be coming in and out. It's gonna look blurry. So that's the reason why we use this, and why we use the lower resolution. Now, when I show it that way, instead of, because I can run it through the VLC player, but then you gotta scan it around and pan it around. That way it shows everything. I like it. I like it like that because it shows everything. And it's clearer. I think it's clear. A lot clearer than the other camera. And it's clear when you show it the other way. But see, these are things that I know because we've done it. So while you try to make fun of me because you might have spent more money on your equipment, your presentation doesn't look much better. And you sound like you got something in your mouth when you talk. I have a speech impairment. What's your excuse? You ain't got none. But you came over here to try to make fun of me. And you think you know something about professional wrestling when you don't. I was watching wrestling while your parents was in the cradle. And with that being said, let me get out of here. I've supposed been on here for less than an hour. I ain't been on here. But see, that's the difference. We not only talked about the wrestling, we talked about a whole lot of stuff That's what separates me from most YouTubers. I can do anything. We can talk about anything. And if you ask me something and I don't know it, we go look it up. I don't get flustered when you ask me about something. But I proved my point. Considering where I came from, I'm a lot better off than I was. And maybe to the people in your sector that's getting all them donations, maybe I'm not at that level. But if them people are on the microphone like you is, I'm more of a natural. Maybe I don't need all that stuff. Because one thing that people ain't going to see, they ain't going to see my house looking like damn Hurricane Jane hit it. They ain't going to see no cheap blanket on my bed, but like it ain't even made up. Then they're not going to see me with no little teeny bed. I got a king size. And they got a spread on it. Ain't got no little cheap blanket, I tell you that. But you want to talk about somebody. Okay. That's what you want to do, talk. But you're not intimidating me. I'm laughing at you. I find you funny. You tried to put me down, but look how easy it was to put you down. You got a microphone, so what? I can turn my microphone up too. I can turn my gain up. I got the Reaper. Matter of fact, I just did the update, and I don't know if it's even set up properly. I might have to watch the video to learn how to do it again. But we use the Reaper. Now, what this program does is, and see, I gotta set it. Do you see how it's bubbling? Look, see that? I got to watch the video again because I got to record. And it's got to learn to ignore all of this. You understand what I'm saying? It's got to learn to ignore it. I forgot how you do it. Oh, crap. I know you hit the record button. And then you stop it. And you save all. Now I got it to play, and then I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I forgot what you're supposed to do. I'm supposed to do something. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. I recorded it. Let's see. I forgot what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do something. I forgot. But I'm supposed to take the sound. It's supposed to only hear the microphone. So when I be quiet, it's supposed to not pick up the room noise. I forgot how you do it. I'm going to have to read it. But it's supposed to ignore. It's supposed to only hear my voice. It's supposed to ignore everything else in the room. And if you look, you can hear. See, it's picking that up. Now I got the noise suppression on the OBS. And it's still picking up volume. It ain't supposed to. It's not supposed to pick that up. Let me see. Noise suppression. I got it on 0. And compressor. I could raise the output gain to give it more bass, but I really don't want to. Hello, hello, hello. I can raise it and give it more bass, but see, I don't want to be up on the microphone because it gets distorted. And I speak loud enough that it should be able to pick it up. But I'm noticing I got the windows open. It's not supposed to pick up any of these sounds. I gotta watch the video again, cause I updated it and I don't know what I did. But anyway, let me get out of here. I've been on here way too long. It's 4:42 in the morning. Y'all have a good one. And I'll be back later with the NXT probably, if it's any good. Y'all have a great night. Is there anybody here? Oh, we got 3 people watching. Well, hello. Why nobody not talking? Hello. Anybody there? All right, we are out. Hey, man, I'm going to say one more thing before I go. I'd like to apologize to Dave 25 for making fun of his room. But I just want to show you something. Why is it that when somebody new comes in, people get intimidated? You came in and you tried to show that you were better, but you didn't show me you was better. Why is it that we do that to each other? I'm no threat to you and what you're doing, but you felt the need to come over here. And then you tried to brag. Did you see all them videos I put up and all the different topics that there was only one channel. We got 25 channels. Did you see all the people that made videos about me? Did you see that? You don't know who you step into. Okay? You don't know who you step into. You spent $3,000 on your setup, and yet you showing that little rinky-dink ring. Why you ain't spend that $3,000 and get you a place of your own? So you ain't in mommy and daddy house streaming. Why you didn't do that? So you got a boy stepping to a man. So if you're doing so well, you get donations, right? Why you haven't moved? Why you in that junky little room? I'm just asking. Because see, you came at me like you had better, but I didn't see better. Because the fact of the matter is, I don't need all that stuff to do a show. I can take a simple cell phone or take one of these cameras and just go sit outside and put on a show. And I can have people walk up to me and listen while I'm talking. Because I got personality. And I got something to say. And I don't back down when people come in and try to challenge me. They opt to just leave me alone. But if you want to have a debate, the phone number was up. Let me change to the other scene. For those of y'all that don't know, this is our Family Feud scene. This is the scene for the Family Feud. Matter of fact, where's the board at? There's the board for our Family Feud. That's our Family Feud scene. This is the roast show.
Just let it record for a second.
And we used to roast
That's all
people.
I need.
See how I say the roast master?
Let it record for a second. That's why I say we don't use volume. So,
and you see the animation.
Just let it record for a second.
A dragon and roasting
That's all I
somebody.
need. Let it record for a second. That's why I say we don't use volume.
And this was the Russell Talk. So what image is that? That's the image. That's the phone number. And that's the WrestleMania pick. Now, I think we got an image. Hold on a sec. No, I changed it. Okay. So you go in. And like I said, you tried to say that I have a sorry setup. I think I got a pretty good setup. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. But the truth of the matter is, I used to carry this belt. Actually, I didn't buy it. A follower bought it. The Roast Champion. You see our colors were black and gold. I didn't buy none of that stuff. People bought it for me. We had our own belt made custom. Because people made fun of it. They said, oh, you got the small belt. So we had one made custom. That belt says YouTube Roast Champion. Custom made. But if you also notice, you see the clergy badge. Before you ask, well, why do you have because actually, this is the belt laid out. The belt that's on my shoulder, this is it laid out right here. But if you notice, there's the clergy badge. I got 3. I'm actually ordained by 4 different church organizations, but that's 3 of them. I haven't got the accreditation. I might order it today. Do I really need 4? I got 3. How could you be the roast champion and be a minister? Now, do you know how many pictures it took to make that? The same way I'm looking at you now, I recorded that picture of myself. And then I put it on Windows Media Player and screenshotted it. Then I came back and screenshotted each and every one of these things. And then I put them together. So this is a picture. This is a picture. This is a picture. This is a picture. And the background, you can see the roast, the dragon roasting the soldier. That's there too. It's on top of it. That same picture that's right here. All of that's just in one picture. And if you look, it's right up here. Right here. You know how many pictures? See that? That's a picture. That's me. But that's a picture behind me. A picture of a cathedral. A church. And then this is a picture of a studio. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find the pictures. Where are the pictures at? Record it. Look at that. That's all you need. 1, 2, 3, and... There's another one up there in the top corner. Wrestle Talk with Brotha Derrick. Matter of fact, let me take that down. Is that it? Yep. What's this? Another image. Okay, so where is it? Decorative. Okay, hold on a sec. So where are them images at? We got a lot of pictures. Oh, okay, there's one. See that? Gone. Microphone, gone. They all different pictures. That's a certificate of my ordination. That's the certificate for this red ordination card right here. The one in the middle on each side. So, like I said, we have a lot. If I decide I want to play the game, all I gotta do is go to Fusion. I open that up. And you don't see anything until I run the program. Once I run the program, I go to File. What's my favorite game? And I can play my game. Now I don't have the controller's not connected to the computer. Now it's an old game, but like I said, it didn't cost me no money. Didn't cost me a dime. Everything we do, I come to the people with an idea. If they go for it, they give me the money to get it. If they don't go for it, I try to figure out how to get it for nothing. But I tell you one thing, I'm comfortable in front of this camera. It don't matter. Now, I got a webcam right here. You bragging about a webcam? I got a webcam. I don't think it's not as crisp. The webcam is not as crisp. It's not as crisp as this 4K picture. But we got a 1080p webcam. It's not as crisp. Now, maybe the webcam will work better with the computer than that cam would, but it's not as crisp. So why should I not be as crisp? Even if the green screen ain't working right with the OBS, why should I not be crisp? Because you can tell the difference between the 4K. Because I actually can rig them both up. I can rig any two of these cameras up and have myself on the screen twice. I got videos up like that. You can literally see the difference. You say the people want to see you. So the people just want to see you. They don't care about what you say. They don't care about how you saying it. But the people want to see you. It don't matter how your background look, because that background looks a hot mess you got. I'd be embarrassed to show that. I'm just letting you know. I don't want you to forget that. You need to get a green screen. You told me my green screen was trash, but your room looked like trash. I'd rather you be able to see a little bit of green coming off me than God darn it, you see me clearly. But I see way too much of your room clearly that I want to see. You ain't got no answer for that. But you want to come talk to me about it, you let me know. Because you talked all that junk. We went and looked at you. I thought you was going to have stuff dancing across the screen. You was going to have all these things working. And we go there and, man. Please. But I see when I showed you that 2 and 4K, you ain't had nothing else to say, did you? When I showed you that 2 and 4K and you saw how crisp that screen was, and you saw how good this 4K camera looked, and that wasn't even that camera you were looking at. Even though I had myself small, this is the camera you was looking at. This 4K one, not that one. Something about the USB with this one, it knocks everything off. It kept knocking off the PDA net when I was using that. I don't have to use it anymore. I can just straight tether. I don't need the PDA net program anymore. But this kept knocking it off. That's why we went with that one. This actually has a better picture on it. And you see the lens is bigger. Well, you can't see the other one because we're using it. But anyway, you tried to show, you're right, I don't have the support. But the support that I do have, we the only YouTubers in my sector. I don't know about your sector, where you at, but where I'm at. Because you talking about the WIC, the wrestling internet community. I'm just a wrestling fan. I ain't claiming to belong to anybody but Jesus Christ. That's who I belong to. Now, I can dabble in this wrestling because I know what I'm talking about. But we talk about a lot of things on my show. That's why we are. Can't speak for where you are. Where I'm from, I'm the most universal, the utility man. We can deal with any topic. And if I don't know what you're talking about, we can go Google it. And I'll still handle it. I'll give you an example. Somebody came into my chat and said that they believe in the Big Bang Theory or something like that. So I Googled what they said, and every article kept saying the Big Bang Theory. They talking about it was just one explosion and everything happened and there's no God. I asked them one question. If there was an explosion and all this was created, why ain't there been another explosion in 3,000 years? It was an explosion happened this time. Where is the next explosion? If it happened one time, why it don't happen again? If you see a comment 40 years later, you see another comment coming, don't you? I'm just saying. So where's the next explosion? It's been 3,000 years. Where's the next explosion at? Boosh. Where's it at? Boosh. Well, I didn't say it was a Big Bang explosion. But when we Googled what he said, that's what kept coming up. And he got mad and left. Why did he get mad and leave? Because I was able to look at the information and just come up with a question, and it just shut him down. Because most people hear something and then think they're going to come in the chat and sound all intelligent. When you step to a real YouTuber, you're going to get cut down. You better know what the hell you talking about. I'm waiting for somebody to come in here. Wrestling today is so much better than it was yesterday. Really? I take the Fabulous Moolah over Wendy Richter any day. Y'all know Mae Young? Is that silly old lady? Google her and watch some of her matches. And then sit there and watch Dana Brooke. Sit there and watch Liv Morgan. Sit there and watch a Natalia. Sit there and watch a what's that woman name? It's Liv Morgan and what's the Sarah Logan. Watch a Sarah Logan. Watch a Carmella. And you tell me, who would beat who? Mae Young would kill any of them women. Y'all just know it as the old Mae Young. Go back and look at the young. Go back and look at the viciousness that the Fabulous Moolah had. Well, she had Ronda Rousey in a damn chin lock. Choking her the heck out and beating her in the head at the same time. Biting her. Come bring your little 135-pound wrestlers living that dream. They're not wrestlers. That's why they want the independent. Nobody want to pay to see them. I tell the truth. I'd rather see a Kurt Hennig, a Macho Man Randy Savage. I'd rather see a Shaska Watley. I'd rather see Johnny B. Bad. You know I'm going back. Whatever happened to Raven? Why he stopped wrestling? What happened to the man that was in ECW? He used to do the power bomb off the top rope. They said he had heavyweight power and cruiserweight speed. What happened to him? Did he get hurt? What happened to him? But y'all sit there and want to talk about a daggone Sandman or a Rhino who can kiss my behind though. Or what was his name? What was that guy? Stevie with that weak super kick, the Stevie kick. Oh, please get that man out of here. It's sissies. But y'all love. Oh, you gonna do the super kick? Y'all want to see the Young Bucks? They're gonna double super kick. They're gonna jump over the top rope. Ooh. People pay money to see somebody get beat up. That's what makes wrestling special. You can watch a whole boxing card and not see one knockout. You could go watch a UFC card, and you could wait the whole night, and every match might be a go to the scorecards. Most of the time, you don't even know the guys you watching, but the wrestling come into your living room every week, and you get to know these people, and you want to see the heels get beat up. And no matter what, you guarantee one thing: they gonna get punched in the mouth. They gonna get what coming to them. That's what makes wrestling great. Look at all the hardship that Otis went through. But when he got the girl Saturday night, that made the whole weekend. If you was invested in that storyline, that's one of the things WWE do well. They get to get you invested in the storylines. Sometimes they mess them up. But they closed that one. They closed Edge and Randy Orton. They took goddamn forever. But they closed it. And they closed Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. I'm tired of seeing them fight each other. I'm glad it's over. So at least they closed up them storylines. And we can look forward to seeing some new matchups. I'm tired of seeing the same people. Vince McMahon fell in love with the daggone Latinos. Rey Mysterio, Garza, Andrade, man. All them matches starting to look the same to me. All that matches starting to look the same. I'm sorry. It was something different at first, but now it's looking the same. Look at how he messed up Ricochet. They messed up Cedric Alexander. Should have been stars. EC3 should have been a star. They don't know what to do with him. You got good wrestlers. Where's Muhammad? Where's Ali Muhammad? I forgot his name. I ain't seen him in so long. The superhero. I ain't seen him in so long. I forgot what his name was. I ain't seen the man so long. I can't barely remember how he looked. Mustafa Ali. I called him Muhammad Ali. Mustafa Ali. He had some good matches in the Cruiserweight division. He had some good matches on SmackDown, but they won't push him because he's so little. I just don't understand. But anyway, let me get out of here. We going on off. Might as well let it hit 4 hours. It's 5 in the morning. I'm not going to play no music because I got neighbors downstairs. We went 6 months with no neighbors, boy, I tell you. Because I would play something to play us out. Like I said, y'all have a great night. And I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll definitely be on tomorrow at 5 with our COIV update. Hopefully the cases are coming down, but I don't see it. And they're going up every time we look. They're going higher and higher. They don't seem to be coming down. So, all right. Y'all have a good one. Peace.